Good evening, everybody. We are back. Tales of Legend. Last time we started the next big important section of the main story, and it seems like the fairness aren't quite as friendly towards us as we originally thought. Things about to get kind of ugly, but before that we had to go here to raid and then take a nap, so whatever, let's just get right back into it. I do actually have some very important news to go over this stream, but I'll wait until I see some more chat activity before we get into anything meaty. Before that, let me make sure that I got the right art set up and everything that I need to do. Okay, so we need to figure out Twin Demon Fist, which I haven't even used once. Avalanche Drop, I have used it 3 times and I don't think it was the right way. And then Whirlwind Blast. Okay, so we're still learning a lot of stuff with Senel. Probably still be using him. Well, you master Silent Reaper, Jay, so I guess you can turn that off. Otherwise though, let's see. Chloe, you're working on Soul Rain Phantom. You're actually working on Soul Rain Phantom? That's the only thing you're working on. Okay, good. And otherwise, you know, the usual stuff. Got Wolf back for Moses, but that's about it. Alright, that's cool. We can figure that out. Well, not figure it out, just go with it, I suppose. Okay, so we need to go. I don't know where we need to go. Now we need to go to the very top of the ship. Like way the heck up there. Hold on, right there. At the very top. Yo, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you for letting me know that the chat works, and we just started here, so you know nothing has actually happened yet. That's cool. Okay, so what's the closest place to that one? Actually, if I remember correctly, while this is the closest, I believe there might be some mountains or something blocking us from actually going in there. But I guess we should go anyway, so we gotta go to the Crystal Forest. Yeah, I guess it's not too far, so we'll just check it out, and if it doesn't work, we'll have to take the long way around. Okay, yeah, so here we are. And yeah, we'd have to okay. Yeah, it's gonna be complicated. Because now we're going south, and I don't believe there's an easy way to go around. Unless we go through the entire forest. Okay, thanks for replying to my YouTube comments. I just saw them and replied to a couple. Yeah, I think I saw you liking a couple of them right before I started the stream. So hey, thank you for that. And sorry it took me so long. I'll explain exactly what's going on in a little bit here. Just wait until I see some more chat activity, I guess. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting topic to discuss about. But nonetheless, let's just keep going here. See if I'm gonna just go through the entire forest here. See if at the other side I'll be able to go through more efficiently. That's not where I want to go. If we have to fight any enemies here, are they even gonna be able to do anything? We're way higher level than these guys should be able to handle. Okay,
this'll just take a second.
Alright, survive one hit. We're not that broken yet. Okay.
Alright.
Well, we're gonna get a lot of great from this just because of how fast we're doing it, but again, great really doesn't matter in this playthrough. I still like getting high grade just because it looks nice. But I don't need it. I just kind of want it for bragging rights. Okay. Anyways, we just have to keep going north until we reach the end, and then hopefully we'll be able to turn around. And if not, we'll have to use a teleporter, go back to where it's beacon and figure out a different path, like a west side path. To the bridge to the top of the ship.
This one's a walk in the park.
Okay. There's that thing. Oh, he's not dead yet. Wow. Survived.
JJ, I sing, you dance. Alright?
Okay, well, whatever. That's cool. I saw a treasure chest over here. Did I? Okay, I did pick that up. Just had to make sure. It's been a couple of streams since we last were here. I think, were we here like the very first stream? We should have, because they're one of the earliest dungeons. If not the first stream, then the second stream for sure. Let's see. Okay, I just noticed that now what's her name? Chloe's sword looks like a straight edge. It looks like less like a sword and more like a measuring tool for some reason. At least to me it does. This is weird. Okay, anyways, let's see. This is the exit that Norma made, because once you blow it up. I got a safe point here, but we're not gonna take that until I know that we're going the right way. Okay. So let's see. Yes, now we're at the top, but can we go over there? I don't think so. No. Ah, god dang it. Yeah, I knew there was gonna be something weird about this. Okay. So. This dumb. I'm not safe. I need to load. Can I not? What the? Oh, that's weird. Okay, that's how you do that. I'm trying to press the combination of buttons that's supposed to bring it back to the title screen, but it's not working. Maybe it doesn't work on every game ever. Okay, we're just gonna have to reset the emulator. I'm not going through the whole place again. Yes. Okay, so we'll just load back up. I didn't actually make any progress there. I was just trying to go to the forest or the other side. I looked it up and it seems like you have to walk from where it is beacon north to 2 o'clock. Ah, okay. Yeah, I remember from my first playthrough that I tried to do exactly what I just did. Oh, hey, what's the closest town to where we need to go? Oh, the Crystal Forest. Alright, so let's just go over there. Oh, wait, there's some mountains in the way. Boy, oh boy, I guess we're going to have to take a different way around. Okay, I thought you could load from the main menu on the far right option. The main menu on the far... this one? Okay, hold on. Let me get out of here and go back to the world map. See if it lets me. It doesn't even let me access it, actually. Yeah, I try to go right, but it's grayed out. I think it might only give you the option of saving, not of loading. Yeah, I can access it in the world map because I can save in the world map. Yeah, it just says save. It doesn't actually let you load. Unless this one does. Set default settings. No. Books, information, strategy, status, basket, equipment, items, errors. It don't let you. Okay, and now we have to go towards 2 o'clock. You see exactly where we're going here. Alright, we're just going north. Try to stick as close to the left as possible, but overall. Well, am I? Is this right? Maybe I have to go around or something? No. Oh, that is weird. Every recent Tales of game lets you load a file. Yeah, I think on most games, Not just Telltale games, games in general that have that option. They do save and load, but not this one.
JJ, I sing. You
Okay.
dance. All right.
No, seriously, wait. Alright. So, can you go to there? That's the mountain range. This map doesn't actually show you the mountain ranges, so I just have to guess where things are. Unless he wants me to go to like... Where is it? This one, to the Vista Point. And just stick to the left. That might be what I have to do. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to the Vista Point and then just go north from there. Because if not, I'm being real upset. Okay.
This'll just take a second.
Okay, now these guys are super weak.
I can't be bothered with the likes of you.
A lot of people online also had trouble. I don't remember how I got there either. Well, it's okay. It makes me happy to know that I'm not alone in this problem. It makes me upset to think that this is a problem in the first place. Okay, I'm sure I've been here before. I just don't remember what we did here. Okay, train adventures and travelers how to fight monsters. Looks like you might be interested in learning a few things. Is there something you want to add? No. We are way over tutorial level now. We know how to play the video game. All right, let's see. Where am I going? Here. Okay, my holy ball ran out. Anyways, we're going to the where is it? Forest, Venus, Forest Show, and Raging Way made in ruins. Okay, never mind. Which one's closest to that one that I'm going for? Because I'm going towards the yeah, I'm going to the Vista Point, but I guess I'll have to stick with the where's that one? Where's that one where I was literally just okay, that's from that one, the Hidden Fortress. Okay, so I need to go to the Hidden Fortress or the Vista Point. Okay, I can go to the Hidden Fortress, that's fine. Just have to go north a little bit from there and then just keep going north. And if not, then this is just bad game design. This is straight up bad game design. This shouldn't be as difficult to get from point A to point B. Alright. Did I master Solar Storm? I think I did. Okay, well we'll just have to double check. I'm mastering 3 things in particular right now. I need to remember what button I actually put them on. Okay, we got Twin Demon Fist. I don't think I've even put that on yet. No, I haven't. Okay, so for the time being, we're going to replace Demon Fist with Twin Demon Fist. Avalanche Drop. Okay, that's one of my grabs. And then Whirlwind Blast. Do I have Whirlwind Blast on here? Okay, Up is Whirlwind Blast. Okay. Let's see. And then Avalanche Drop is L2. Okay, cool. What do you plan on doing on your time off streaming? Probably just maybe work more on art. I use the time I would be using for streaming and use it for drawing instead. Or or just catching up on games, like playing games, not actually streaming them, but like, you know, I've got a lot of games that I really want to play, but I need to make the time for them. Like for example, like I really want to play Horizon Zero Dawn recently. Like that's just a game I've been craving to play. But at the same time, it's also a huge investment, and I don't feel like I have the time for it. But without the streaming time, maybe I would be able to just play it for a while and then figure it out or something. I'm not sure. What else? And like for example, recently I also started playing Pokemon X, which is I think I mentioned sometime last week that I wanted to play Pokemon Souls. Like I kind of felt like I should be playing Pokemon Souls eventually. Soul Silver or Heart Gold is one of the two. Probably Soul Silver because that one has Mall and all that. But I think just in general I just wanted to play some Pokemon games. And still with X because I have it. I don't need to emulate. I actually just have the games where like, hey, might as well play it. I haven't played it yet, so might as well just do that. I'm having fun with it. I think I still like of what I played. I liked Omega Ruby better. Omega Ruby was just amazing, but for what I played so far, Pokemon X is still pretty good. And since that's a portable, yeah, so that's on a portable device, it's a little bit easier to get into because you can just pick it up and put it down whenever you want. It's a lot easier to play. Actually, I meant to mention this last week, but last week I did play a game that was particularly looking forward to playing because it was Total Biscuit's like either his favorite game of all time or one of his favorite games of all time. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. It's an indie game. It's an indie game where you just play as two brothers, of course. You control one brother with like the left side of your controller, and the other brother with the right side of your controller. And all they do is move and interact. It's a very simple control scheme, but they just achieve something so amazing by like making you as the player really feel. Like, you know how people were saying it really makes you like Marvel Spider-Man really makes you feel like Spider-Man. This control scheme for Brothers of Two Sons really makes you feel like you are the two sons. And everything you do feels like it has a direct... Everything that happens in the game feels like a direct weight of your actions. And they use that for storytelling. Like, the game doesn't actually have normal voice. Like, they have those... Or those, like, fake voice acting. Like, you know, they just make noises that kind of sound like a language, but not really. So it's not a... It's not like you have to speak a language or anything. You just... Anyone can play that game. And just from general understanding of human emotions and human motions and stuff like that. Not emotions, motions, and, you know, gestures. You can understand everything that's going on. It's just brilliant. It was just an amazing game that I will not stream, because I think that's a game that you really... It's a very personal game that if you're going to experience it, you should experience it for yourself. It's not a like sure fair enough. Like, you can share the experience and it'll be fine, but that game will have the absolute biggest impact if you just play it yourself. It's not particularly demanding. You can get it, I think, on console too, maybe, possibly. And if you're looking for a game that will like give you the feels and will just be a very clever game that shows the kind of interactive storytelling that gamers can do, that's the one you're looking for. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember watching a Let's Play of Brothers. Great story and gameplay. Yeah, it was great.
I have my moments.
And then, immediately after playing Brothers, I tried to go into another game. I was still feeling everything that I had just experienced from playing Brothers like in one sitting, because I beat that game in like 4 hours. It's a very short game, but it was a very impactful 4 hours. But then I tried to go into another game just to continue the flow of playing games, and Was there no massive whirlwind blade in the last battle? I did not even realize. Okay, we don't need to be using that anymore. Alright, hold on. Oh, damn. Alright. But yeah, I tried to go into something that ended up being completely the opposite of Brawlers. I tried to play Just Cause 2. You know, that freaking chaotic ass game where you play as just like a dude and he like grapple hooks around and he flies around and like and the game made. I actually gave up on the game pretty early because it made me realize something. Back in the day, I would have really liked Just Cause 2, and I actually played a demo of the game, and I really liked it back when I played it. But by now, my taste in games has changed a lot. And while I still think it's fun, it's not fun enough for me anymore. I can see how it's gonna get repetitive eventually. And, what's the name of it? And I also realized I'm really not a fan of the of like the generic lawless wasteland setting.
Just like that next time, Chloe.
You know what I'm talking about, like just the where like you see it a lot in Western games, especially like Western games of the past 2 generations, where the world is just like this lawless wasteland of a bunch of criminals and everyone is an asshole, and everyone is equally as much of an asshole, and everyone does drugs, and everyone like is drunk all the time, and there's sex jokes and all this kind of shit going on. Like, younger me would have probably enjoyed that just because of how much chaos there was going on, but adult me enjoys the simpler things in life. Sounds like Fallout. Yeah, imagine Fallout, but like trying to be a lot more chaotically fun, I guess. Which again, younger me would have really enjoyed, but current me has different taste. So games like that, like Mad Max, for example, maybe I probably won't like that anymore as much. Borderlands, I thought I was gonna really like Borderlands, and I ended up not liking it really that much, precisely because of that. I may even not like the Far Cry games that much, precisely because of that. So, yeah, a lot of games in my collection that I may have enjoyed at some point are no longer going to be enjoyed for this new mentality. So, well, anyways. Oh crap! It's the freeze effect. Okay, I need to go save Norma because I'm supposed to get the shit bit out of there. Hold on. All right. Actually hits him. That's on the floor. How is it hitting him? Alright. Whatever, don't matter.
Alright.
Okay, so someone unlocked the essence. Yeah, Chloe unlocked the essence of Sword Rain Phantom. Okay, so now you can do something else cool. I know you just learned this focus thing. About Serious Sam. I like the first and second. I haven't seen the third in the series. I've seen gameplay of Serious Sam, but I've not played Serious Sam. I'll have to experience it firsthand though, to really see if I like it or not. But at a glance, I can tell that I would have some fun with it for a little while, but I wouldn't go through the trouble of beating the whole an entire Serious Sam game or anything. Postal 2 is a game that maybe as younger me would have liked to check out. Current me wants to stay as far away from that game as physically possible. Not Portal 2, Postal 2, by the way. Don't get those two confused. They're complete. I would like to play Portal 2. I played Portal 1. I liked it. Postal, completely different game. Not look forward to that. Okay. Oh well, I mean, I don't have to look forward to it. I can just now play it. Anyways, focus. What is? You'll have a different symbol. Temporary raise accuracy. All right. Anything else? No. Okay, Chloe. I'm sorry, but you're literally going to use commands only for a little while. And Jay, have you mastered anything besides Silent Reaper? Oh, I forgot to turn this off. Oh, that's right. I turned it off before I had to reload the save. Okay, whatever. Oh, and does a solid well, and actually, what am I doing? I haven't used the will in a while. I like completely replaced him with Norma because Norma got revived, but no, let's bring Will back in the body. I miss that guy. Okay. Well, actually, instead of having Chloe, let's bring in Moses and the full male party. Sure, let's have the full male party. And Moses, you are only allowed to use. Okay, don't use. Okay, actually, you can't use Bird of Prey. Never mind. You're only allowed to use Wolfpack. So there you go. Have fun with that. Oh, hey.
Jay, what are you so serious about?
Which one of the girls is your fave?
I can barely hear you because of the music, but sure, let's go with this.
What kind of question is that?
Shirley's taken, unless you want Sentinel to kill you.
This is not the time to bring that up, Moses. Oh, this is absolutely not the time to bring Shirley up. You could have not picked the worst time to bring Shirley up. What are you doing? Jesus.
I'm not interested in any of them.
And you call yourself a man? How about you, Sentinel? How far have you gone with Shirley?
What are you talking about?
Like, I know this is a skit and it can happen technically at any time, but still, the timing in this one in particular is just terrible.
Not so far, huh?
The fuck is that face, though? Might be a thumbnail face.
Who's your favorite, Moses? Me? I'm a grown man myself. She's every real man's dream.
Okay, I can get behind that, though.
You just let your instincts run wild, don't you?
I think Chloe's still my favorite just because she's so freaking cute, but anyways. Let's see. Go and open the duct. Now we can actually go in here. We go back towards the beacon. Okay, we just need a save point. And I could have just saved on the world map, but I don't know, I like saving at save points for some reason. Alright. Well, those guys got knocked the fuck out.
It's no good. He's dead. What about that one, Moses?
Okay, never mind. Dead. It's a bit, a few grades above knocked out.
He's already cold. Walter said it was a military force. I wonder how many there are.
Enough to take these guys out?
I can't imagine that there's much left of Vaclav's forces.
We did take out an entire army though, like, shouldn't be that difficult.
This doesn't appear to be related to Vaclav.
Yeah, Vaclav is done, dude.
Chloe,
What is it?
that sword over there. I presume you've seen it before.
This is... You recognize it? Of course. There's no mistaking the crest on the hilt. This sword is the standard sword of the army of Godoria.
They're killing the people over here. You're gonna try out Moses' compound areas the next chance you get. Oh yeah, I should probably try that out. I'll switch Moses in real quick and then we'll go back to Sentinel.
Chloe, are you saying your people did this?
Chloe.
I don't know anything about this. Please, believe me, Coolidge.
I don't think he was blaming you. I thought he was just concerned about you.
We can't just stand here. Come on.
Yeah.
And nobody's blaming you, Chloe. You got exiled. We know it wasn't you. Alright.
How is the Marinus doing?
She's been praying for a while, but there hasn't been any reaction from the water.
The first signs appeared quickly 3 years ago. If those haven't even happened yet, then...
Was she a fake Marins?
Even if she had an awakening, maybe she's just not cut out for it.
She probably lost all her power in the accident last time.
Silence, all of you. Shirley's doing her best. Stop talking like that right in front of her. It's okay, Fenimore. But... it's
It's only natural that everyone is worried.
That's not worry, that's just judgmental. They're being pricks right now.
They've waited for so long for me to become the Mariness.
Well, I guess I'm not really one to talk either.
I performed the rite of accession once already and failed.
Shirley.
Stella told me I got a high fever and spent days on the brink of death. I wonder if it is hopeless.
I mean, that guy's future is hopeless. I was turning for... Never mind.
What's going on?
You must be Shirley, the Mariness.
Who are you?
How dare you barge into the middle of a holy Ferinus ritual? Is this how Orerinus behave?
Okay, no, this is how this guy behaves. Not all of them behave. This is how racism starts. Moritz, don't do it.
I show the utmost consideration for my fellow human beings, but you aren't human, are you?
They looks pretty human to me.
Marinus, you're under arrest for conspiring with the Cruzand Empire against our country.
Like, the only qualification for them to not be human is, they like the water better. Okay, whatever. Why is a Gadorian sword here? Because the Gadorian army is here? Causing trouble? I think we've all already accepted that the Gadorian people are not very nice. If I have to be honest here. I don't know about consideration if that captain talked trash against Chloe. Yeah, it's oof. Anyways, go ahead and switch Moses to Senna real quick. And then Moses, let's go ahead and see. So we don't need Savage Wolf here, we need Bird of Prey. And then Wolf Pack. Let's go ahead and throw that instead of Lone Wolf, I suppose. So numerous spears. Okay, sure, that sounds fun. Let's see. That looks kind of interesting. It looks like the Crystal Forest, but red and not as crystally. That's terrible. That's a terrible description. I mean, it fits, but it's terrible. It looks like slime now. Never mind, these don't look like crystals. They're shiny, but they don't look like crystals. Okay, anyways. Let's see.
You think you can win like this?
First of all, what is this? Okay, so just those two of them. And then this one. Oh, that's what it looks like. Oh, okay, well, it'll be a lot more efficient if we actually hit something with it and it doesn't get killed before we get the chance to do anything. Okay, we'll do it one more time and then see how it goes.
Push-ups?
Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Everyone hit puberty all at once. Jeez. Okay. As far as most of his compound areas list goes, his newer areas just gets better and better as he makes more. Ah, okay. That's cool. Let's grab this thing. Life bottle. Actually, speaking of bottles, I need to take Holy Bottle. So we're not dealing with a billion random battles on our way up to the top of this place. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we gotta go here because this is like a secret area. Let's see. So, Bird of Prey.
Bird of prey.
There we go. That's pretty cool. Let's just stay back. Attack from distance. I say as I get at point blank range with this thing. Alright. Alright, there we go.
I rule. You got that?
Okay, cool. So now we got more J master something. Okay, so Ice Storm has been mastered. You don't need to use that anymore, Jay. You can take it out. Alright, Jay. Don't use Ice Storm anymore. You're allowed to use Ghost Blade, Pyre, and Dagger. Okay, remember that Moses' air melee doesn't move him. Ah, that's right. I need to remember that. Well, for now we're gonna switch him back over here, so we can continue working on Senel's. Did you learn anything while I was looking? No, you're just working on Twin Demon Fist and Avalanche Drop. And do I have something to knock people down with? And, no, we don't need this. We need Oh, we do have Impact Coil on R2 though. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Bit of effect 3 charm. Okay, that's cool. Find any field effect. I think we can. Yeah, we can change equipment in the middle of battle. So if we find anyone with field effect 3 and it's like nasty, we'll go ahead and switch someone out with a field effect 3 charm. That's it. That's a lot of characters. Okay, so I can start grabbing much bigger people now. But I need to do something here. Impact Coil is so delayed though. You sure about that? You make a fair point.
Awesome, Jay. Please, even Moses could have done that.
Okay. Yeah, we might want to change that Impact Coil for just Impact. You make a fair point. Okay, Impact Coil. I mean, I like the coil part of it. I don't, but it takes too long. Okay, just Impact. That only costs 3 TP. Wow, that's cheap. All right. Well, at least by now it's really cheap. Okay. That's it. All right, the spirit now. Okay. Can you not? I'm sorry, can you not grab this thing? Is it not big enough? Or is it too big? It is. Oh, it's massive. I didn't realize it was that big. Okay, never mind. We can grab like large enemies now, but not massive enemies. Yeah, you're going to die. Okay. There we go.
This is the only appropriate outcome.
Alright, well never mind. I can't use it against the Durantulus. We'll have to use it against a slightly smaller target. Silk rope, let's see. Well, I think you can wear those things. Yeah, that's just a straight increase to everything. Works for me. Alright. Let's go and come over here. I won't miss anything, but this is pretty straightforward path so far.
Must we do this again?
Okay, so yeah, we must do this again, Jay. This is our destiny. Okay. Okay, I think Jay definitely works best as an AI partner, rather than as a like the character you actually play as, because you can just because his combos are so delayed. You can just work alongside him with Senel or someone that can keep the enemy in place, rather than just hoping that the enemy won't go out of position. Okay. Anyways, got some apple gels on us. I mean, I could just use Will's. Actually, yeah, let's just use first aid. Will is barely using TP at this point. Okay. Sure, that'll change eventually once it gets like much more powerful areas, but not right now. There's a rune beret. Okay, so you can wear it. No, you can't. Never mind. You can wear it. Decrease evasion, but increase intelligence and defense. Now, who else can wear that? You can wear it. That's gonna be much more useful for you. Well, because intelligence. So that's the main formula for like, spells. Alright.
I'm sick of your ugly faces.
Alright, let's see. Okay. I did have an important topic to talk about today, but I'm still waiting to see if chat activity gets a bit more interesting. But if not, then I'll just go ahead and talk about it soon enough.
We won.
Jay, you are way out of place.
What are you doing?
What? Oh! Oh, I get it now. Even Will is doing it. Like, I definitely expect Moses to do it, and I'll take Settle doing it, but what the fuck, Will? Okay. Sure, I'll take. Sometimes I get the urge to go back to Void Elsword for casual sparring with randoms and the occasional dungeoning. Then I remember the RNG bullshit with magic stones rolls and secret dungeon gear drops. It'd be pretty cool if we had the chance to spar or do a dungeon while I was still into the game. I mean, okay, sparring with randoms is it's a little bit difficult, mostly because, like, when you go into the sparring room, it's really hard to find. I'm just checking if there's anything here. To find an actual sparring room and not just like a trading room, and then there's also the problem with gear. Like, if you don't have some of the absolute best gear in the game, like the type void weapons or the heroic weapons or stuff like that, you're screwed. You don't stand a chance. You might as well just call it quits right there. Okay, because like, I was trying to do some PvP with just like the normal gear you get from like the level up boxes, and like my actual PvP skills weren't necessarily terrible, but I was getting killed in like just a couple of hits while I wasn't doing like any damage to anyone. So, you know, gear normalization. I think there's supposed to be some gear normalization, but it ain't enough. Well, it is no longer enough. I don't know, I found tons of people willing to spar with me, and I did pretty good with the PvP gear too. Okay, well, again, that was back then. I think it's changed. I definitely feel like it has changed now. Like, the new gear is so fucking powerful that not even the normalization will actually catch up to it. That's what I felt, at least. Maybe in the maybe if you actually have a straight 1 versus 1 room or something. I don't know. Now, dungeons is fine. You just gotta keep in mind that Void has a much smaller popularity. I mean population than the main server. So getting a full party in dungeons is a bit difficult. In secret dungeons specifically, like, people only do the Dragon Nest secret dungeon. That's how I get some characters to level 99. But
they're already dead.
oh my god, but yeah, anyways, that's how I got to level 99. I was doing secret dungeon, like, from level 90 to level 99. I only do secret dungeons. And in Void Elsword specifically, like, the only one I could consistently do is Dragon Nest. Nobody does any other one. And I mean, Dragon Nest is fine, but it gets boring once you do it like 30 times in a row. It gets real boring. Even if you get Luto mode constantly, it's
Judging by this, the force has probably already reached Shirley.
They're right up there.
Damn it!
Alright, but I mean, I'll still probably come back to it when Lobby comes out and stuff like that. Thing with Elsword now is that, okay, I'll talk about it after this cutscene, because this cutscene is supposed to be important, but I do have some stuff to talk about in that department.
We have evidence that Shirley and her sister were the ones responsible for operating the device known as the Nerifus cannon.
Against their will? I mean, you're technically right about that, but not in... You're not wrong. You're just an asshole.
Operating? Shirley was a victim!
She can plead her case in a Godorian court.
you all.
What?
Marinus, please escape with the chief.
Okay, that was not... I skipped it too fast, but that was not the right way to say that sentence, Shirley. It's like, what are you all? That's asking it like, what are these creatures? I've never seen this species before. No. It's just be like, what are you all? And then like, stop at that all in like an interrupted fashion to make it sound like physical say, what are you all doing? No, this is bad. Stop, get out of here. But no, line delivery. Important.
You are the hope of the Fairness. Please, hurry.
Kill all who resist.
There's 2 of you though. Is it really gonna be enough? Wow. Yeah, man, that's strong.
How could you?
Don't think I'll show you mercy just because you're a woman.
You already killed the other one. There were 2 women in there, you killed one of them.
Stop it! Don't kill her! Shirley, no!
Die.
Are you telling me he didn't react in time? What? Okay, hold on. No. No. Game. You can't assume that we, the audience, are supposed to believe all of that just transpired in slow motion and the guy didn't realize what was going on and stopped himself. That is some bullshit. That is some deep level bullshit. Well, that's good art, but still.
Fenimore! Shirley! No! Fenimore! Fenimore! Hang on!
Well, Fenimore's gonna be dying up there for a little while. Hey. Okay, oh yeah, I always do 1 versus 1. I just like team versus, fair enough. Anyways, that cutscene, like I get the feeling, I get what that cutscene trying to deliver, I get how important it's supposed to be, but that still felt really awkward. Okay, sorry to break the mood, but it's technically not good at art since there's no hole in Fenimore's you make okay, it's not. They missed some details, fair enough. The art style is good, I guess. Anyways, what was I saying about Elsword? Oh yeah, because I'm no longer addicted to Elsword like I once was. I do feel an urge to play the game, like every once in a while. You know, once, like twice a year, more or less. I'll want to play some Elsword for like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe. And that happened not too long ago. Boy, it's done now. I'm sure like around March or April, I'll feel like playing some Elsword again. Play it for like a little while. Cap a couple of characters.
Let's go. Right.
Okay, I keep going. This is like sync things. And but yeah, and then you know I'll just play for that. But back in the day, when I was actually I actually did have a bit of an addiction problem with Elsword. I was playing that game every day, several hours, and it was starting to get to me. It was really starting to get interrupt my productivity. So I'm glad those days are over. So that's your answer to if we spar to do a casual dungeon or do a casual. Yeah, if you catch me while I'm if you decide to go back to Elsword while I actually feel like going back to Elsword for a little while, then we can definitely do a quick spar or a dungeon or whatever. That's fine. It's just not something it's just not a game I'll play consistently anymore. And it's mainly because MMOs, like not just Elsword, MMOs in general, and like constantly online games, feel like you have a commitment to do with them. Like, you can't just stop playing this game. No, you have to quit the game. You have to publicly announce you're no longer going to be playing the game anymore, and you're going to like delete your account and do a bunch of weird shit because again, it's the way the way online games are designed is. Oh, hold on there, Will. You did not just. Alright, hold on. We need to do some here. Will, you are not allowed to use this or that. Okay, back to this. Yeah, they feel like they're a chore, basically, a commitment, like almost like a job, really.
Perhaps my strategy was unsound.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's a lot of points taken off for using so much fire. But I think it'd be wise to equip someone with a field of effect 3 charm, because I'm pretty sure the black field of effect is pretty nasty. Okay. I'll give that to someone. Let's see, like, who's using what right now? Anyways, yeah, MMOs, online games, they're like a commitment. And I tried to get that mentality over me, and that's how I was able to quote unquote quit Elsword, but not really quit it. I was just like, okay, you know what? Just because this game is online doesn't make it not a video game. Like, when I finish playing Tales of Legendia, I'm not gonna quit Tales of Legendia. No, I'm done playing Tales of Legendia. If I feel like playing it again later, I'll play it again later. I'm gonna have that mentality with Elsword, even though it's an online game. Alright, I played Elsword for a while, I had fun with it. I'm gonna stop playing it now, though. I'm gonna move on to something else, and then I'll play it again later if I feel like playing it again. Just take a much simpler mentality towards MMOs and other online games, and then you won't feel like you have to quote unquote quit them. Like, you miss the daily events and all that shit, and that's all designed to like force you into playing the game every day, but just have enough willpower to not need to do those dailies. Just play the game because you're having fun with it, and then stop playing it when you're not having fun with it. Then come back to it for a little while later if you feel like coming back to it, just like any other game. Anyways, what am I doing? Oh yeah, figuring out who's gonna wear this. Not Jay, I had someone like useful. Most of this part I'm gonna get to. Actually, it makes more sense to put it on Sandal. I mean, the dipscape ain't bad, but we'll give you this for the time being. Black fields of effect, okay. And Jay is doing not so great. So let's go ahead and give him some first aid. Samuel too, actually. Alright. Let's see. So should I go right or left? Probably right, because it doesn't look like it's going up. Oh no, that's a safe point. Never mind, let's go back over here. Alright. Anyway, that was my 2 cents on the Elsword and MMOs in general. Yeah, still bottle. Yeah. Good mentality, that's pretty sound advice. On a possibly related note, have you spent money or microtransactions for a game that you chose not to ever play again? I wanna say yes, I just need to remember what. I'm thinking. Hold on. Did I spend money on... Well, okay. If we're gonna be not microtransactions, but technically I have literally hundreds of games on my Steam library that I got from both sales and humble bundles that I spend money on to get those games that I will never play ever. So I tried them for a little bit and hated them. So if that counts, yes, I have absolutely been guilty of wasting money on games. But if we're talking microtransactions and stuff like that specifically, yeah, that's something else that will make you feel like you have to play an online game more when you actually spend money on the microtransactions. Because it's like, okay, you put the money on this game, you need to play it now. Because you need to get your money's worth because you spend money on it. That's another mentality that I realize is difficult to overcome. Like say you like getting really addicted to a game. Actually, yeah, I did spend a fair amount of money on the North American servers of Elsword that I no longer play because I actually lost the information to my accounts or whatever. But like I got over it. I was like, okay, you know what? I spent some money on it and I had fun. I had fun with it when I spent that money. So I don't feel like I wasted that money. I just, you know, yeah, I have expended my fun with that. Also, I just realized we have 66,664 gold. I need exactly 2 gold, like right now. This is upsetting me. But yeah, if you spend money on a game, you're gonna feel like you need to get your money's worth with it. The best advice I can give there is just try to not see money as such an important thing. Just like the saying goes, money comes and goes. So if you spend money on a game and you whatever you spend that money, like you dressed up your character and your character was really cute or really cool, whatever. Cool. It looked nice. You had fun looking at them, but you're not enjoying it anymore. So move on. You don't need to stick with that game, and you don't need to get your money's worth from that outfit. Just it's fine. If assuming you're doing things in your life correctly, or hopefully life ain't treating you too badly, you get some more money again, and you'll get to spend it on something else. And you'll probably maybe you'll make a mistake again and incorrectly spend your money, but at least you hopefully learn your lesson from last time and won't do it as much or won't do it as terribly. And yeah, it's just, or maybe you actually will spend that money. Have your fun with that money you spent, but that fun isn't infinite. You're not obligated to always play the game just because you spent some money on it. Okay, yeah, like I'm sure there could be like actual therapy lessons on quitting MMOs. Maybe in Korea they might have someone else. Because South Koreans have like a huge, terrible problem with gaming addiction. Like it's scary, the numbers you can see on how much people play games over there. Oy, but yeah, it can be a pretty difficult subject once you really get into it. I also felt that mentality with spending money and thought I needed to get my word, but then I realized I shouldn't chain myself down for monetary commitment. Yeah, it's I guess as simple as and obvious as it might. Hi, that's a dragon. Also, it's made of lava. Okay, Jay, temporarily, for the time being, do not, for the love of God, use this thing. Okay. Anyways, oh, hi, it's dead. I was expecting a much bigger challenge here, but whatever. So some out. I think that's the end of that conversation. I'm surprised I haven't seen him. I thought my Aiken Left was going to be joining us tonight, but maybe he had something to do at the last minute. Maybe he'll join later. Who knows? Let me get some water before this.
Why did you do that?
Before this gets intense. Alright. It's kind of awkward how the characters do continue to blink. Like, it makes sense in most scenarios, but in this particular scenario, it feels like Fenimore shouldn't be blinking normally. They could have gone really really out of their way though, and like made her eyes kind of open, and then like they close and they go back open again. It would be like a normal animation for when someone is dying. Because when people are dying, they don't blink normally. Still, their eyes start doing weird things.
I just acted like you. That's not like me at all.
It's rubbed on you.
Don't try to speak. Someone, please, come heal Fenimore.
Don't tell me you don't have feeling ears, Shirley. I know you do.
Anyone? Please, somebody.
What's going on here?
Can you please kill these people real quick, Walter? They're doing bad things. Anyway, speaking of Aiken Labs, I checked out his YouTube channel to see his stream archives, but I couldn't find any of his recent Fire Emblem series. Does he not upload every stream like you do? Actually, no. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, I think the last full stream that he actually archived was the Pokemon Colosseum. But, yeah, I guess he didn't ever really bother to stream his others, to archive his other stuff, which is very unfortunate because his Fire Emblem Path of Radiance stream okay, specifically his Path of Radiance stream, I thought was a really good stream. But he did have a very good reason to not want to stream the Radiant Dawn streams, and it's because as fun as they were, like more than half of the beginning, like from the beginning of the stream series up to like more than half of the entire game, he was having nasty, I mean terrible technical problems. Like frame rates were dropping left and right, cutscenes were breaking, glitches were happening, the sound effects were horrible. So it was a really bad watching experience from the technical side. Like he still tried to be as entertaining as he could, but he was also just stressed out because of how much shit the emulator was giving him. So yeah, that one he didn't stream because of that. But his Path of Radiance streams was just fine. I really wish he would have. In fact, I think I offered like, hey, have you given me permission? I'll just download the archives for you, and then have them ready to upload whenever you want. But he's like, nah, it's okay. Oh, whatever. But when he starts a new stream series, I'll definitely pressure him to actually start archiving them again, because his streams can be really fun, and he throws a bit more outside reference jokes than I do, so he does a bit more with them. How the heck did Walter take so long getting here on flight when Seno and Co almost beat him on foot? I'm just imagining him going out of character with pit stops. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, we did have teleporters. I'm not sure how much faster the teleporters make stuff, but that's the only logical explanation I can see here.
Ruinous bastards!
Wait, Walter.
Why are you stopping me?
Just watch. This may be a better opportunity than any we could have hoped for.
Oh, I get it. It's because of the whole... When someone's feeling strong emotions, their power comes out. And Morris has watched enough anime to realize this.
What?
He's a weeb at heart.
Why isn't anyone helping? Please!
Okay, well, that was just mean. From Moritz, I mean.
I'm sorry, Shirley. I know I said I'd be with you.
She'll be with you the same way Stella is.
Fenimore, it's okay, I'll heal you.
See, you do have healing out.
You aren't hurt that badly. You'll be fine, okay?
Okay, fair enough. She's not bleeding or anything, but we're supposed to believe, no, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Come closer. I'll give you my final blessing. Stop! Don't say things like that. You're not going to die. Hurry. Fenimore. You must find happiness. No matter what. Please. Find your happiness. Fenimore? Hey, Fenimore! Fenimore, no!
I'll give her that. Shirley has gone through some
This is what
a
happens
lot
to
of
those
shit.
who resist us.
Like, a lot of people really hate Shirley. I don't hate her as much. I mean, I don't really hate her in general. And one of the main reasons is because of how much shit she goes through. We don't need to be sitting more stuff on top of her. Okay.
Do you...
I like how the Gadorians are just watching instead of doing something. Yeah, just like, oh, okay, that's kind of fucked up. Are we bad people? Nah, we're fine.
Do you really hate us this much?
Yes, I do. Because of you, our country faced utter and complete destruction.
A mountain did. And that, again, that wasn't us. You're just twisting information to do your horrible racist deeds. I can understand why people hate Shirley, but I don't hate her either. Yeah, she's a... I think my views on Shirley are similar to my views on Mirai from Senran Kagura. A lot of people really don't like Mirai either because she's like a really annoying lowly character in a sense, but at the same time Mirai goes through so much shit. She suffers so much and has to deal with so much bullshit from the rest of the cats. I'm like, I feel bad for her. I can't hate you, I feel bad for you.
I will never forget the terror, the hatred I felt that day.
And you're convinced that was my doing?
We must eliminate all threats to our existence. You Radiant are the enemy of mankind.
The enemy? You and we are... enemies.
You're completely still, Shirley. That's kind of creepy.
I hear a voice.
It says kill him.
A voice is calling out to me.
A voice calling the Marinus.
It's in the sea.
Surely, can you hear it? The voice.
I hear the sea. I hear the voice of Nerithus.
What do you see the sea? Ah.
What's she talking about?
Behold, the accession.
Did your voice change? Well, she turned Super Saiyan Blue. And actually has the powers of Super Saiyan Blue now, okay.
I see. So that was it.
It just has an echo now. Her hair isn't blue on...
What is she?
Her hair is not blue on the portrait though, it's only on the model.
I remember now, Fenimore, why I failed the rite before. I realized what would happen if I completed the rite of accession.
Will she have to put a
What are you
Colette?
doing? Take her!
What are you doing? You're supposed to be stronger than them. Okay, slap them across the face.
What's going on?
This is what you get when you're
So I
racist.
refused. I failed on purpose. If I completed the rite, if I awakened as the Marinus, it would mean... that I would kill my brother.
Ah. But why? We're not gonna help you. You've literally been killing the people we're trying to save.
What are you doing here?
That doesn't explain any... Okay, you're a terrible knight.
Wait!
Chloe, take that cape and that hat off. You should not be proud of your country.
Those guys just ran off like they saw a ghost or something.
I mean, kind of.
What's going on up there?
Something's coming!
How is this guy?
That monster.
Do I actually have to fight it?
That's the same thing Wally uses.
Oh, that's all. They just moved to the side, yelled while standing still, and then left. Yep, that's oh, that thing looks a lot weirder in the model. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and scan and see what the deal is and how big are you? Okay, you're heavy. I can actually. On that. Okay, there. That's what I wanted to do. Ow. You're not hitting me. Boom. Oh, it doesn't have that much health. Okay, we have to send off. Ow. I was about to say fun, but it. Actually, what are you weak to? Are you weak to anything? No, but it's got less defensive. Oh, ah! I got it. Alright. Actually, hey, Jay, you're allowed to use fire again. Alright. Ow. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Okay. You just got okay, I can't actually hit it with Demon Fist. Okay. Ow. So we almost got it though. Alright. And then this will do it. Yay! We were like choke slammed.
Nobody can take us.
Okay, so Jay learned the essence of Dagger Fire and learned Brutal Death and Flame Dagger and Silent. Okay, Jesus Christ, Jade made some progress today. That's pretty much all that happened though. Alright, now what's going to happen here with y'all people?
Who goes there?
Who goes there?
Are you the ones who were controlling that creature? Why are you doing this?
It wasn't us.
It was you, Ararenus, who attacked first.
It wasn't the same.
That wasn't us. Spare us your pitiful excuses. We can't trust the words of the Ararenus.
Hey! Let's hurry. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, well before that, is anything back here? Nope. Okay. Well, that was a relatively easy boss fight, all things considered. What kind of enemies are there out here? Same ones in the inside of the game. No, there's actually different people. Wow. I was expecting actually completely different enemies. Just being in the outside. Okay. Try to knock that. I'm trying to knock it down. Thank you. Actually, hold on. Jay, you need to do a couple things. Okay, so you're no longer allowed to use fire, because you finished that, or dagger. Only Ghost Blade, Brutal Earth, Silent Fire, and Flame Dagger. Still a lot of stuff you can do, actually. Alright. I got fucked up, though.
Every drop of sweat in training is one less drop of blood in battle.
Yeah, but push-ups?
Okay, well, anyone learn anything? No. Okay. Guess we can come back up here in case we need some Zephyr Spirit Stones or Soul Stones or whatever the hell those things are called. The stones.
Shirley!
Is that really Shirley?
Surely it isn't.
Just like the name. Shining One.
Shirley, what happened?
That ain't Shirley no more, man. That's...
Fenimore?
Fen! What's wrong with Fen?
She dead. That's what's wrong with her.
She's dead! Because of you, Ararenus!
Okay, the racism needs to stop.
Dead? Fenimore is dead? Walter! I won't allow you to cause any more suffering. You will not get near the Marinus.
Oh, you're still alive.
What's going on here? Why are you killing innocent people?
I mean, I didn't see them attack him, but I was assuming Walter would have already killed that guy by now. But I guess he's a little slow on his action. Okay, Walter, you just speak very loudly. You don't actually do much.
aren't people. They're monsters. Just look at that woman glowing.
Oh no, it's just glowing, therefore a creature of the underworld. This is exactly why
What did you say?
people have problems with you.
What are you, angry? What's wrong with calling a monster a monster?
It's called racism, that's exactly why.
You bastard!
Pathetic. Are those truly the words of a knight, a herald of justice?
Chloe Bollins, this is an order. Kill the Marinus!
I'd rather kill you.
What?
I have been given full authority by His Majesty the King. My words are his words.
So that's what you really think. Senel, in your heart, you've always thought she was a monster, haven't you?
Walter, this is exactly why people why we can't be friends. You literally see this guy, you literally see Senel, arguing with the guy that's calling Shirley a monster, trying to convince him, no, she's not a monster, shut up. And then Walter somehow processes that as, oh, Senel thinks she's a monster. What the fuck? You literally just have pretty boy hair. That's all you have, Walter. You're a terrible character. Okay, that was pretty good. I need to say that in double speed once this goes up on YouTube.
That's what I think of your order. Shirley, can you hear me? Shirley!
This is not Super Saiyan Blue anymore.
Shirley?
Oh boy, here comes the evil, actually I'm the villain laugh. My internet's been getting hammered or something because the stream's buffering. I'm glad I saw Settle push that cap. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's the I was the villain all along laugh. And the freaking like bird nodding.
What's with the evil laugh?
Okay, normal, that's a bit of fourth wall breaking.
The rite of accession is complete. A new Marinus has been born.
And it's evil. Evil.
Awaken, O wondrous agent of Nerifus, and leader of our people. Awaken, O Marinus.
That's their blue again. She has wings now.
That's Shirley's Terraquest. Is that the true form of a Marinus?
They get wings. That's how you know it's a real JRPG important character now, because they grow wings.
Shirley, did you get your power back?
What is this feeling? This overpowering presence? This isn't the Shirley I know.
At last our time has come. We Ferinus have waited 4,000 years for this day.
How old are you people?
Shirley, listen to me.
Oh boy, it's blue now too. Everyone's blue.
Wally's hair lit up.
Moritz, too.
SpongeBob reference.
Nerifus is revived with the awakening of the Marinus.
It is the greatest blessing our people could ever receive.
But do you all actually feel the power, or you just dye your hair?
You are no match for me now. We'll see about that.
Well, Super Saiyan Blue mode activated. It's gonna be a bit of a threat now, I suppose.
Be careful.
Oh no, he's no longer Super Saiyan Blue. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna throw him around like a You can stop. I know we're not supposed to win this fight. You can stop whenever you want. Jesus. Oh, so it says Master in Areas unlocking its essence. Thank you for this. Moses learned a new arcade essence. Thank you. Okay, I didn't know this could happen in this kind of fights, but now we know.
Now do you understand how powerful I am?
Hey, we got bullshit story powers.
Senno, your time has come! Die!
Wait.
Marinus. Shirley?
Do not call me by that name.
But that's your name, though.
What?
I am the Marinus. I hear the voice of Nerifus, and I am the agent of its will.
But I like. Okay, so do we call you Marinus or do we call you Nerifus? I don't know. Okay, but the text box still says Shirley, so I'm gonna call you Shirley still.
Shirley, what's wrong? This isn't like you.
I said do not call me by that name. I am no longer the person who pretended to be your sister.
That's rough.
What kind of nonsense is that? No matter what happens, you're still Shirley.
Silence!
That needed to be so much more threatening. That needed to be up at like 50 decibels more threatening. Is he choking or is he electrocuting? Okay, I think he's doing a little bit of both.
Cool it!
Girl, what has gotten into you raising your hand against your own kin?
Shirley, do you realize what you've done? Answer me, Shirley!
You have no need for the blessings of Nerifus. I shall take them back.
What was that just now?
It felt like all the strength just drained from my body.
Shirley, what did you do to us?
Shirley?
Orerinus, you have shamelessly forgotten the sins of your past, acting as if you own this world.
They weren't alive when their ancestors did things. Or I get it. Now apparently you're like 4,000 years old. I don't care. You need to understand basic common sense.
Feel the wrath of Nerifus.
Nerifus desires to return the world to its true form. Cheryl, quit playing around. This isn't funny.
We of the water obey the will of Nerifus. We shall purge you of the land from this world.
You shall pay for your heinous crimes.
Now die!
Damn it!
A cold.
A snowstorm? All of a sudden? What's going on?
Okay, I need. If this ever get edited, guarantee you, 100%, there will be a pop, just like a popping sound, as that happened. Like just because that was just no transition, no effects, just gone. That was beautiful.
Where did they disappear to?
It appears they have been carried to the entrance.
What?
Walter, can you follow them?
I have troops hidden. I'll have them pursue.
Marinus, allow me to congratulate you on your awakening.
I have heard the sea.
And the sea needs more salt.
Yes, Marinus.
I have remembered my duty.
Yes, Marinus.
I will now head to the castle.
Yes, Baroness.
Understood.
Furthermore, I would like you to give Fenimore a proper burial.
Yes, Baroness. I mean, Meredith.
Leave it to me.
Walter, there's no need for you to do it.
Someone's gotta do it.
Marinus.
As you wish.
Thank you.
Wait, so did... Hold on. Did that captain, like the Gadorian captain, actually die from that single punch that Senel did? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's beautiful. He punched him so hard he actually killed him. That's hilarious.
What happened?
Ow.
You sound like you sound like you have a minor annoyance, Senel, not actual pain.
Coolidge! Damn it! Why did it have to be like this?
Oh my, that looked like fun when y'all came floating out of the sky.
Alright, well here's Groon. This thing's about to get a lot more lighthearted now.
Girl?
Eagle.
Floating, floating. Fluffy snow. What kind of game was that? I want to play too.
It's called Tales from Legendia for the PlayStation 2 and damage. It's alright.
I can't believe you can look at us like this and honestly think we were playing.
Groon, why are you here?
Why was I here?
I don't know, maybe ask the floating ball of light. It might know something.
Oh no, the air is getting infected with G-Girl germs right before our eyes.
By the way, who are you?
G-Girl, did you forget about us already?
My name is Celsius. I appear before you by your own wish, Master.
Like the summon spirit Celsius? Oh, that's right. If like half of the Tales of games have the summon spirits in one way or another.
Oh, Celsius. What a pretty name. Pleased to meet you.
What does Gnome look like in is Gnome in this game? And if he is, what does he look like?
Who's she talking to?
Master, have you forgotten me?
I don't know. Did I forget you?
Groon is talking to herself.
Now she's hallucinating. The poor thing.
Your desire to rescue those people called me to this place. However, it seems the power of my incarnation is weak here.
Wait, so hold on. So nobody else can see Celsius except Groon? So we're seeing this through Groon's perspective. Okay. It's kind of weird to get into that mentality with this camera angle, but sure, we'll go with that.
Oh my.
They cannot see me. Only you, Master, can perceive my existence.
Groon is a summoner. Oh. Man, it feels like it's been... You might think it's been a lot longer since I played this game, because there's so many story details that I just don't remember. I've completely forgot that Groon was, like, directly related to the summon spirits.
Oh, that is a problem.
She's got problems, all right.
In that case, Celsius, why don't you take a little nap?
Thank you for your consideration, Master.
If you're actually going along with it. Oh, it did. Okay.
Good night, Celsius. This must be Celsius seed.
I have absolutely no clue what to say.
Did they actually see it, or is it just... Oh, here's those guys.
Sentinels?
Is this Walter's work?
He just don't give up.
Well, your people did literally just stand here for, like, no reason. I know Groot got here and everything, but y'all could have, like, moved out. And then continue to talk with her.
We aren't going down that easily.
What the?
Coolidge, look out!
Huh?
Hey.
I can't use Eris.
Oh, is that what Shirley did?
What?
Well,
Whoa, what the? Huh? Crystal Eris is no good either.
hey Grun, can you do something?
What's going on?
Oh man, there goes the abnormal pose. Ah! Okay, that's what we're gonna call that pose now, the abnormal pose. Okay, I never liked how only Grun could see the summon spirits. I don't understand why it was designed like this either. Comedic effects be damned because it gets old as a running joke. Yeah, it's kinda weird. But that's what it is, I suppose.
Everyone go! Run!
So run for it. We have holy mortals, you can't fight us. So now nobody can use arrows anymore, so everyone's freaking right the fuck out. I'm guessing that also means society as a whole stops working because they probably use like Ares powered mechanisms or something. God herself has literally abandoned us. We're freaking screwed, man.
Did we lose him?
The powers? Yes. The automatas? Probably too.
Those sentinels kept coming from all over the place. I thought I was gonna die.
Grun, despite being potentially the least athletic person in this team, you are actually the least tired. Like, even Geet is more tired than you. Holy shit.
There's no way we can win if we can't use airs.
As much as I hate to say it, I have to agree with Moses on this one.
Everyone's running around, freaking out.
Moses! Jabba, what's wrong? Nobody can use Eris anymore.
What the hell?
It's not just us. It's the same with the Aaron in town. Oh no. Not you too.
Quit your whining. Me and Geet'll figure something out.
Wait, does Geet normally use Ares? It's just this is a dog. I don't think he uses Ares normally.
Sentinel, I'm gonna stop by the camp. I gotta calm my boys down.
All right.
Alright, it's you guys. Well, one of you.
Will, Jay, would you come with me?
To report to Her Excellency?
Yes.
I guess we have no choice.
Go on ahead to my house. I'll return as soon as we're done.
Right.
Senny, you're the only man left now. Take good care of us, okay?
Currently I trust Grun more than anyone right now with protecting. She's the only one that seems mildly unaffected by any of this.
Oh, come on, it was just a joke.
No, it's not that. I just got dizzy for a second. I'm all right now. Let's head for Will's house.
I guess we're back to the cheerful music. People are still freaking out. Not in here, but we'll probably still see people running around like crazy or something. Anyway. Remember at the beginning of the game when Jay told people at the plaza to fight Sentinel, and those people said they couldn't use Ares? That set the mood to make Sentinel pretty unique, but here it seems like everyone had, and their mother had Ares. Yep. So I guess we're supposed to see it as the few errands that were around can no longer use Ares, And that's making everyone freak out because those errands were the ones that protected them from the monsters of the outside. So now they don't have anyone to rely on for protection, and that's why they're freaking out. I think that's probably how we're supposed to interpret that, but it is a stretch. Yeah, on its without context and just as barely what it is, as barely as it is. It's just, hey, nobody can use powers now, but apparently everyone could before. Everyone finally awake. Hello, welcome to the stream. You did miss about like an hour and a half and a lot of important story details. You're more than welcome to catch up whenever you feel like, but anyway, we are here in town now, and nobody can use powers anymore. So we are without battles to fight until we get our powers back. Okay, we left the party, and Moses left the party. It might have been the first time this week I've been able to sleep in. Ah, okay. So I'm guessing you've been surprisingly busy despite it being January now. Yeah, I can imagine. It's actually been kind of busy at our store sometimes.
Are you feeling dizzy again?
And then other times it just dies. Like today, for a Friday, it was extremely slow. Up until like the last 15 minutes of my shift, where it just like exploded. And we probably could have used like 3 more people in the registers right there. Okay.
Yeah, I wonder what's wrong.
You lost all your powers all at once, and now you had the most powers out of all of us, so now you're feeling really bad. And now you just passed out.
Senny! Coolidge? Coolidge!
Oh, here's Harriet. I put away a mountain of frozen waffles ghee this morning. Oh, this morning. Ah, that's that's a lot of waffles.
Come on, we're getting out of here.
Where's Stella? She's not with you?
Stella's coming later.
Really?
We promised to meet up later, don't worry. It's Stella, she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
Since you just joined, the best way I can summarize what just happened is Shirley became Colette. Like, you remember what happened to Colette in Tales of Symphonia? Well, just imagine that. But to Shirley. Basically.
I am no longer the person who pretended to be your sister.
Except she can talk, so yeah, that's a big difference.
That was the day we became brother and sister.
You shall pay for your heinous crimes.
The day I swore I'd atone for my sins.
Well, there you go. Got some sleep.
Senel, are you okay?
You startled me. I was on my way to that guy's house when I found you on the ground by the door.
Norma and Chloe helped us carry you here.
Sorry about that.
It was really fun. I was all heave ho, heave ho.
Ron, you look at the bright side of life. I can respect that about you. Even in the worst situations.
I'll tell everyone what happened.
Right. Thanks.
I'll go with you.
Chloe, why are you standing out here?
Eh?
Oh,
I like this new dynamic between Senel and Shirley, even if I don't understand it yet. The new dynamic is Shirley wants to kill Senel, except not really. And Senel is like, why the fuck? No, hold on, don't do that.
We're going out, so look after Senel.
Chloe. I know you're standing out there. Come on in.
There's some deep echo on that door.
How do you feel?
That is awake. That's an improvement.
War with the Fairness?
What?
The order has been given to prepare at once.
Whose order was it? Her Excellency? There's no going back if they pull something stupid.
But we just can't sit around and do nothing. There have been rumors that Sentinel units are already gathering outside the city.
Shirley, are you serious? You really want to fight us?
It ain't surely no more, Sentinel. Stop dreaming.
Coolidge. I must apologize for everything that's happened.
It's not your fault, Chloe. It's literally not.
Shirley's transformation, Fenimore's death. It's all because of my fellow countrymen.
Oh yeah, that's why Fenimore died too. You missed that part. I'm not sure if you even remember who Fenimore was, but yeah, she's dead now.
Chloe.
But yes, rumors are an excellent reason for making military decisions. Yep. I've seen it happen plenty of times in JRPGs.
As a citizen of the Holy Kingdom of Godoria, I...
Stop it. Come on, look at me.
But...
It's okay. You aren't like them.
Fenimore was the one you said reminded you of Jill, right? Yeah, she's the one. Like the one that started off like disgustingly racist and then became a lot better a lot quicker.
You don't need to feel responsible for what they've done. And besides, the Fairness see us humans as their enemy. All of us. Why?
What?
Why?
What the hell is going on? Why did things have to be like this? I don't know what to think anymore. Am I supposed to fight Shirley? There's no way I could do that.
Sentinel.
Calm down, it's not her fault.
What? Am I wrong?
Of course not. Who would want to wage war against Shirley? I don't understand any of this either. I don't know what's going on. What Shirley is thinking, why we can't use Eris. I don't understand a single thing. I feel like my head is going to explode.
Everyone's stressing out, Sentinel. It's not just you. That's what she's trying to say.
But the one thing I do know is that I don't want to fight Shirley.
So we'll have to figure something else out.
I'm sorry, I just yelled at the first person in front of me.
So if... who would be like a really bad person to do that to? I don't know. For Chloe was a bad choice anyways.
At any rate, we can't leave things like this. We have to do something.
This moment reminds me a lot of Fire Emblem Fates for obvious reasons. Yep, that's... this is basically the plot of Fire Emblem Fates, isn't it? Like, from what I understand of Fire Emblem Fates' plot, this is it. Like, right here. Clear as paper. No, wait. No. Bright as day, clear as crystal. You gain nothing. You lose. Good days.
But what?
Okay, Groon's back.
Hi. You two must be really close. It's so sweet.
Yeah, Pixiv agrees.
Groon? What are you talking about?
Well, you both keep saying the same thing. I don't understand. I don't understand. That must mean you think alike, right?
They bond in their confusion.
Yeah. We don't understand. That's the problem, isn't it?
Is it time to hit the box? Again?
There are too many things we don't understand.
Coolidge?
So... We need to figure them out. We can't do anything if we don't know anything. We have to know. We have to know everything.
It's like you're being simultaneously level-headed and also like hot-headed. Settle. This is. I don't know how you're making me feel right now.
We'll find the truth, Chloe.
What?
Let's do this. You and me. I need your help. Please?
Okay.
There's no way I'm letting a war start. That's not the answer.
No, it's not. We'll find the answer. The way out of all of this.
Was that a fist bump?
You two really are close.
Or like a clap? Jeez, that was intense.
Okay, then I'm coming along too.
Hey, were you just spying on them?
I can't just ignore what's happening either.
Coolidge, you're going to ask the others too, right?
Of course.
But where do you go to find the truth?
The library, maybe? You didn't think this far, did you?
Don't worry. If you all put your hearts together, I'm sure it'll work out.
Good, I have a feeling you know something, you're just not telling us.
It's gonna take a little more than that.
Pretty sure that was a high five slap? Well, it looked more like a middle heights like a middle height.
What was that?
Five slap. Okay.
The lighthouse suddenly flashed through my mind.
That's odd. Did it flash to their minds too?
The lighthouse.
What about the lighthouse?
For some reason, I just feel like we need to go there.
You just feel like you need to go there. Also, I think the stream's gotten better since it hasn't buffered. Ah, okay, so your internet's getting better. Because we actually haven't dropped a single frame over here. Which is ideal.
Me too.
Seriously? Actually, me too. Does that mean our hearts are connected?
I'd say more like your minds are connected, but sure. Gotta use JRPG buzzwords.
Well, whatever. It's close by, let's go check it out.
Yeah. I can't give in. We have to at least keep moving, for now.
Coolidge, what is it?
Nothing. I'm fine.
You were just screaming a couple of minutes
let's
ago.
go.
Kingdom Hearts, yep.
Whew.
You're exhausted, Groon.
I think that went well, Chloe.
Thank you.
Indeed.
You're just going along with it now. Like, I'm not even going to pretend like I should be surprised at what she's saying. It's just this is how it's happening now. Anyways, now since I am actually finally seeing some activity here in the chat, I did have an important topic to talk about today. This is not related to the story here, but I did want to mention it now because Chloe mentioned that she was apologizing because she's a citizen of Gadoria. Well, that actually connects with what with what I had to do this week. I took my citizenship exam earlier this week and I passed it. So that was a big, huge, important move that I had to do. That's personal. Like I don't want to get too deep into it, but that is a big, important personal life thing that I had to take care of. So for those of you that may be a little bit unaware, okay, no, we started it differently. So I've never explicitly mentioned this, but I'm not actually a citizen here in the United States. I'm a resident, and this week I took my citizenship exam. And this is a process that's been going since last year, since this time last year, because it takes apparently that long for the application of that to go through, and I I was waiting for a really long time to finally get a date to make that test. And it finally happened. Again, like a year afterwards, but it happened. And that's great news. Just in general for a lot of the stuff that I was going, because you know, being in a very iffy legal spot once your like residency expires and all of that stuff, it's very stressful. I was getting very worried for a long time there, and that's not one of the main reasons. That's like the main reason why I was so kind of out of touch for the later half of the last year, because I was getting worried that application wasn't going through fast enough, that was maybe going to be too late when it processed. So I'm glad that it finally happened. Yeah, speaking of immigration, the political stalemate about the Mexican border. Well, today our government shutdown is now the longest in US history. Oh, that's horrible. Now, thankfully, that actually had me worried a little bit too. I was wondering if the government shutdown was going to cause problems for my immigration status. No, it actually was fine. So yeah, yeah, that shutdown's a bit shit, isn't it? Anyways, I'm not trying not to get too political here. So yeah, took my citizenship exam. I passed it. That's great news. All I have to do now is the oath of allegiance. Also, you already know my thoughts about your immigration status, so I won't repeat them here. Yeah, fair enough. We just have to take the oath of allegiance now in about 2 weeks, which is great because the guy told me that it was going to take like 2 months for them to send me a letter that was going to tell me that I had the oath of allegiance 2 months from that, so 4 months total. Then I checked my email today. Nope, it's happening like in the next couple of weeks, so that's even better. I'll be in a much better legal spot very soon. Yeah. Oh wow, I always took my citizenship for granted because I was born in the US. What are you planning to do on doing now that you are a citizen that you couldn't do before? Not get deported. That's the main benefit from this. The oath of allegiance, what's that? I pledge allegiance to the flag and so on. Yep, it's basically I renounce allegiance to all previous nations and will now be a citizen. Will now swear to do good here in the United States. Now funny thing, that's not actually how that works entirely anymore, because I'm not going to lose. That's from what I understand. I'm not going to lose my Colombian citizenship from becoming an American citizen. I'm still going to be able to keep my Colombian citizenship from just being born there. So I'll be like a double citizen. But it doesn't mean I can just travel there, because now I also need to like renew my passport and like my. I don't even remember what the name of the other thing is, but it's a lot of paperwork. It's complicated. It's weird. But you know, as a citizen, I can renew my driver's license without having to worry about my residency expiring. Like I couldn't renew my driver's license last year for a while because I had to renew my residency, which was just a big mess. Like that was just it was hell. I figured it out eventually, but now I can, once I become a citizen, I can just renew my driver's license without having to worry about anything else. Other than, here's $20, here's the application to renew it, it'll be here in like 2 weeks. Great, awesome, we can move on now. I have to jump to some more hurdles here and there. But yeah, I had to mention that's, I didn't want to mention it, because the moment I started mentioning it is when I would like call the demons, and the demons would be like, "Nope, we're gonna like screw this entire process up for you." But now that the process is in its final steps, I can finally confidently talk about it and let you guys know that was one of the main things that was going on last year. And why I was kind of weird with streaming and just in general sometimes. Just getting very worried about it. Anything that reduces your time at the DMV is a blessing. Yes, it's... Oh. Oof. It's a pain in the ass, I tell you what. Okay. Anyways, back to fantasy world. We lost our powers, but now we must go to a lighthouse and not a freaking don't get deported. All right. So speaking of weird plots, like I was actually thinking of like weird ideas for like movie plots or whatever. The other day I came up with the thought, maybe this exists already, but how about a movie or like a plot where it's like about drug lords and drug dealers, but instead of them dealing with illicit drugs and you know, like crack, cocaine, and all of that stuff, instead of that they deal with prescription drugs, like just normal medicine that is extremely expensive and just nearly impossible to get through normal legal means. But there's just an entire system underground that just sells you normal drugs, like the drugs you need to like stay alive. But they do it illegally, but it's like weird, and they make a whole plot out of it. I was just thinking like, that's a very that would be a very passive-aggressive attack against the medical system, the healthcare system and how it works. But I would like to see it happen, just because I need to see what they would do. I feel like I've seen that plot from a video game. Okay. You're still alive?
You're still here, Pops?
Chloe Valens, I hereby place you under arrest for the crime of treason.
But Sen will punch him again. Just do it.
Treason? Me?
Don't try to tell me you've forgotten what you did to me at the altar of the sea.
I'm the one who knocked you out, not Chloe.
See? I'll do it again.
And naturally, I am placing you under arrest as well.
You filthy...
Oh, yeah. There we go. That was like a legitimately surprised... Oh no!
Oh no!
Alright, there's those guys over there too. I'm dropping frames now, like speed on the emulator. Okay.
Hey, double night causing trouble. Don't you know the rules of this town?
You're not supposed to fight. No acts of violence.
Exactly, boys. Just what you said. You gotta obey the rules at all times. You dig?
What if you break them?
No!
What if you disobey?
This is fascinating.
The iron hammer of justice, and here its thunderous feel.
Sounds good.
Wait,
You're in for it.
when did you learn the lyrics?
If there's a crime, we'll stop it. If there's a brawl, we'll squash it. Oh, yeah! That's our life.
The Orasaurus are getting into it, the Grun is getting into it, Norma's getting into it.
Feel the iron hammer!
Okay, that's gonna be the trope now. That guy just gets punched by everyone. I'm okay with this. If we can't kill him, then just beat the shit out of him repeatedly. I'm perfectly fine with that. That rocket? What the fuck? What happened? That slow that made it sound like Curtis was getting out auto-tuned. Anyways, might be possible to make a non-fiction film about that. Martin Martin Shrek is about as slimy as a drug lord. Okay, I'll go with that.
That was a close one, wasn't it, brother?
For the first time ever, I'm actually glad to see you.
He laughed at it even more.
By the way, brother, what do you think of my new temps?
I'm not sure if Jay's gonna be okay with this.
I'd say you made a good choice.
Indeed.
Though I can't really picture them as bouncers.
Oh, you'll be surprised. They can fight. Okay, maybe not the Bart one, but the other two can fight. Anyway, that happened. Where to now? Oh, the lighthouse, that's right. But I guess before that we should save. Wait, didn't we just... Yeah, we just saved, never mind. Because it's just Sandal, Chloe, and Norma right now. We've been streaming for 2 hours. So, hey, that's fine. We'll I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna happen now, so we will at least get to the new area that we're gonna unlock soon. And check item shops. Oh, that's right. Okay, tell you what, I'll check the item shops when we get all of our party members, so I can actually compare new equipment. But yeah, haven't seen Will in a while. What's he up to? Him and Jay are currently No. They were talking with the Queen. I think with the Queen of the Gadorian Empire, which is well, they're not from here. They're not from the Legacy. They're just from like the outside area. They're from where Chloe's from, actually. And I think they eventually came to the conclusion and the information that the Fairiness, aka Shirley, and all the other blonde people are going to war, or are going to fight against us, like all of us. So that's gonna be fun. They are men to us, we won't get in your way. Okay, so that's what Will and Jay are doing, and Moses is supposed to be around here, trying to make his voice calm down as he says it. Or maybe we should just go straight to the lighthouse. Actually, that might be a little bit better. Okay, there he is. Oh, not Moses, but Will and Jay.
Hey, it's Teach and JJ. What are you guys up to?
Well,
Did you just get summoned to go to the lighthouse for no apparent reason?
we just felt like we needed to come here.
Yep.
You too?
What do you mean? The same thing happened to us. That's why we're here.
So where Moses?
What the? No way! The entrance to the lighthouse is open!
Did nobody notice that until Norma did? 'Cause that should be pretty big. Yeah, that's really big and important. Did nobody seriously come to check that out? I don't believe it.
Yes, Jay and I were just discussing that.
Oh, okay, they did realize that.
It was already open when I arrived.
I can't believe it!
Is it that surprising?
Oh, this is huge!
The entrance is actually very big. You're right about that, Norma.
No one has ever opened the entrance to the lighthouse before.
Even my teacher's notes say that it can't be opened by Eris. Well, have you been inside yet?
We were about to go in.
All right then, let's get a move on.
But where Moses, though?
Norma sure is excited.
I bet she's forgotten why we're here.
Hey, Moses. What's going on, man? What's cracking? Okay. Okay, hello, Mimi. How you doing? I haven't seen her in a while, actually.
And it was so pleasant without him around.
I was wondering where y'all ran off to.
The music reminds me of discovering a new shrine in Breath of the... I need to play Breath of the Wild. I gotta have it. It's right there. It's in my Wii library. My Switch library. I could plug it in and start playing right now. But I haven't because that's a commitment that I need to make time for. Which this is also one of the things I may do when I take a quick break from streaming. May play some Breath of the Wild. I feel like playing both Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild right now. While I'm also currently playing Pokemon X. So it's a lot of big games I'm thinking of right now. No, you don't want to play Breath of the Wild. I played it and I don't like it. Oh. Well, you didn't. But I did play some of it though. When my friend, my friend got it. We got to play some. I liked it. I don't like the weapon system. I hate the weapon system, but the rest of the game I think is
What's wrong?
fine.
Wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. As soon as I left the city, I ran smack dab into a huge army of them sentinels.
The way he said that sentence was great. I don't know what was so fun about that.
And? Man, you should have been there to see me in action. They kept coming, and I just took them out one after another.
In other words, you got your butt kicked and ran for your life.
Because you don't have Eris.
We have a winner.
Eh.
Stop wasting everyone's time with your obvious lies. Why did you really come here?
Yes, you want to play the Breath of the Wild. I played it and I liked it. A direct counter to the previous stage.
That's something I can't explain. I just had a feeling this was where I was supposed to be.
Okay, we're gonna need a better explanation to this. Then, oh, we just felt like going to a lighthouse. Like, I get it. It's probably either like Stella's spirit or somebody's spirit calling us to the lighthouse, but still. It ain't perfect, and yeah, weapon durability just sucks. Yeah. I'm sure, like, modders have completely either changed or removed the weapon durability system. But you'd have to go to like Semu for that one. And I'm trying to play the normal Switch version.
Just like us.
Well, shall we venture inside the lighthouse?
That barely looks like a lighthouse anymore, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. Yeah, it just looks like a wall. That like a building inside of it. Alright. Anyways. I think we're about to change up our party even more once we go in there, so let's just go in there.
The inside is reminiscent of the ruins of Frozen Light and the Legacy's bridge.
It may have been constructed during the same era.
What's that noise?
Don't tell me it's a trap.
Good job, Norma. That was great. Okay, weapon and shield durability. Barely any places for horse riding without getting roadblocked. Killing enemies eventually makes stronger enemies spawn in the same places instead. And world exploring is so-so with Link's terrible sprint speed. Screw inventory expansion too. Yeah. I definitely know the game has problems, but I'm still gonna give it a shot myself to make my own full personal opinion. Train of thought has been totally delayed by Norma screaming. Yeah, that was clippable. If anyone wants to clip that, feel free. Man, Madam made the best thing ever, but still. Okay, but that helped. Wah.
What's that sound? It's calm, comforting.
It's called the sea. But Gate's fine. Norma's literally just sleeping. Groon was probably just watching everyone.
Where are we?
I agree with all of that, but I'm still having fun with it. Yeah.
Waves?
Yeah, it's a matter of personal opinion, I suppose. Now, I will agree though that Breath of the Wild has gotten a lot of praise. Like a lot of praise. Not that I necessarily feel this, but I know that when games get praised a lot, you start getting sick of hearing about them so much, and like and like it's like you subconsciously just want to not like the game just because everyone else is liking it. I guess, kind of. It's weird. The human body is really weird. Oh yeah, horses can die too. There's a friendly fire, so you can also kill your own horses. Only way to revive horses is by paying a shit ton of rupees at the horse ferry. That's oh, that's weird. I actually did not know about that. I have to be careful with that. That sounds like the kind of inconveniences Red Dead Redemption 2 would have.
I feel like I dreamed I fell from a really high place.
You didn't dream that, normal.
Yes, it sure is high. Right? Wait, huh? Whoa!
It's real high, man.
The part above that is amazing, too. Hmm? Huh? Wait a minute. What? What?
What?
Amazing, isn't it? What?
Camera, you didn't move the way you were supposed to show us what she's saying what about.
It's a sea.
It's a sea. You can see the sea.
But there are hardly any waves.
It's a calm sea.
That's definitely seawater.
How can there be a sea this quiet?
First time I've seen anything like this.
The sound of the waves is so peaceful.
You get so calm just sitting here listening to it.
Hey guys! Guys! Check this out!
So much for peaceful.
Guys, this isn't the time to be gawking at the ocean.
I had fun taming horses though, especially the giant horse, but I would have screamed and quit the game if the Lionels I killed to get there respawned during a blood moon during the taming process. Oh my okay. Yeah, that was a random rain makes climbing impossible. Lightning weather sucks if you have anything metal equipped. Gyro puzzles can get the fuck out as well. Oh, like the okay, I get the gyro puzzles. Alright.
Don't you feel anything when you look at the sea here?
She probably can't appreciate such things.
But Moses can.
Oh, whatever. Just listen to me. Look up. Look.
They're probably looking up, or were they not?
Up?
Can we see what's going on?
The sky. It's...
What's going on with the sky?
The sky's closed?
What do you mean the sky is closed? What does that look like? Hey, camera! Hey, camera! There was a salted, please. Thank you. It's not closed. He has a barrier, but the barrier doesn't actually close it down completely. Okay.
Now I understand. We're...
I get it.
What are you interrupting me for?
This is a dream. We're all having the same dream.
That sounds unlikely, Moses.
Of all the dumb things you could say.
How do gyro puzzles work if you're not using Joy-Cons, I wonder? If you're playing the Wii U version, you rotate the whole gamepad. You probably just rotate the whole entire controller if you're using like a Pro controller or something.
Jay, do you know where we are?
We're deep beneath the Legacy. Most likely directly beneath the lighthouse. We came down here on some sort of elevator.
Yeah, there's this huge tower next to where we were sleeping.
That tower must be the elevator. I see.
Still, I must say this is quite a surprise.
Yes, I never would have expected such a large underground cavern to exist. Hmm? Senel, is something wrong?
Probably got the runs.
Demon Fist!
Ah.
Ah!
Coolidge, you can use Eris?
So can anyone else probably.
What in the hell was that for?
Testing it.
Sorry, I didn't think it would really come out.
I'm sorry, I needed a target. I couldn't just shoot at the sea. I had to make sure it worked.
Oh, come on!
Ooh, let me try too. Take that.
This is terrible.
Hey, it's working again.
Like none of you legitimately would think of just using it on a random spot. You actually have to hit most.
Not you too, Bubbles. Are y'all trying to kill me or what?
I've been trying to do that. They've been trying to as the beginning of the game, Moses.
Whoa! Don't even think about it. If you want to test your airs, point it somewhere else.
I'm sure Jay wouldn't have minded to do that though. You can't actually do that, Jay. Stop doing that freaking
like
lightning spell.
What's going on?
Okay. I was solely tempted to make a Danganronpa 2 joke just now, but that's major spoiler territory. I don't do that. Sorry, but you're playing on the Wii U screen only instead of the TV screen? Yeah. Moses, please. Right in the balls. That grave must have crushed his joke. I didn't even think about that. Normally, you just castrated a man on stream. How could you?
All right, time to show those sentinels who's boss. Yeehaw!
Did they actually just wait here? They actually just wait here.
Where'd he run off to? It's been a while since he left.
Yeehaw.
It's no good. As soon as I got back up there, my air stopped working.
So it just only walks down here because of the barrier.
An idiot to the end. So it seems the only place we can use Eris is down in this underground area.
Oh well, it's still good that we got our powers back.
I suppose it is better than not being able to use them at all.
I know what you mean. As Aaron, our Eris is a vital part of our being, something that's always there.
Yeah, and it's not like everyone can use it either. It's like a symbol of who I am.
It's like imagine if someone from My Hero Academia lost their quirk all of a sudden. That's probably what it was like. Or vice versa. If someone who's quirkless just got a quirk. So I did okay. Anyway, yeah, apparently we're in,
Vital part of our being.
we're in an underground area. Because we did take an elevator down here. But we're not actually underground, we're just below. I have no idea how this place works now. Not a clue.
I've never really thought about Eris that way before. Well, what do we do now?
First, let's go over what's happened so far.
By performing the rite of accession, Shirley has become the Marinus.
We're under the legacy surface. Yeah, where are we again? Yeah, under the legacy surface. Now, slight spoiler I suppose, but Tales of the Abyss will take this idea and actually make it look a lot more realistic in the underground idea of stuff. But I'm not gonna go too deep into that though.
The Marinus is an agent of Nerifus.
They say it is the will of Nerifus to purge the world of mankind.
Shirley said she was taking back the blessings of Nerifus.
And we lost our heiress right after that.
It would seem we need to ascertain what this Nerifus is.
Maybe then we'll find the truth.
It's settled then.
Oh my, you're all so full of spirit.
I'll be your cheerleader.
I would appreciate that.
So, what exactly are we gonna do?
Gonna get them ears.
Everybody else gets a chance to stand up and say something, but not Moses. No.
I mean, do you have something to say, Moses? Or like, okay, I need something to inform me that the sun isn't shining directly into this place. Well, I got bad news for you, because we actually saw the sun shining directly into this place. Now they got really good ceiling lights. Right.
What was that image that just flashed through my mind?
Did the same image flash for everyone? Also, what the fuck is a Zohar doing here? We're done with Xeno Saga. No more Zohars,
Weird.
please.
I've never seen that place before.
Let's explore this underground area a bit. It's no accident that we can use our Eris here.
Are you saying Shirley's power might not extend to this underground area?
Perhaps. Or perhaps this place somehow allows us to receive the blessings of Nerifus. Either way, we may be able to find a way out of this situation.
So I wasn't the only one who immediately thought of that as the Zohar. So the Zohar, yeah. Yeah, it just looks like a Zohar.
It's a good thing we happened to wind up here.
Now, fair enough, a Zohar is just like a rectangle.
Indeed. Picnics are so much fun, aren't they?
But, still.
So, G-Girl, why are you here?
That can be asked at any point in time. And she probably won't have an answer for it. Yeah.
What do you mean, How come you're talking to us like nothing's happened?
Does she ever not?
Because I love all of you so much?
I mean...
What do you want to do with her?
Just bringing her along?
We may as well bring her. She's been with us this long.
I'm not sure it's a good idea to be dragging around an ordinary civilian with us.
Jay, what? I'm gonna need you to double check. Grab the nearest dictionary. Double check the definition of ordinary. So we don't Groon don't classify under that one.
Oh? Then I'll fight along with you.
Fight? Can you use Air's lady?
Oh, I'm sure it'll work out.
I'm sure I can.
Oh no.
I'm tickled to be part of the team.
Welcome aboard.
Because it's a ship.
I guess we just can't say no.
Now she's the leader, apparently.
It's a good thing we happened to wind up here. Indeed. What are the odds of that?
So do your information gathering skills gather all the way to here, Jay?
It seems more reasonable to assume that we were all led here by someone.
Oh, I haven't seen Groon's full body sprite before. Didn't expect her to look that old. She doesn't look young. She's actually... She looks older than almost everyone. Like, only Will probably looks younger than older than her. And even then, you could argue she actually looks even older than him, because he's only like 28. Okay, anyways, Groon joined the party. Finally. I've been waiting for this for a while. Hi, what did... Oh, jeez.
This is the highest floor of the castle. The throne room.
Why is it red? Like, isn't you people's aesthetic color just blue and yellow? Why red all of a sudden? And it's...
A true heir to the kingdom of Terraces finally takes her place upon this royal seat.
Bring her some freaking cushions. That looks uncomfortable. Like, it's big enough to be a bed. They haven't had the budget to redecorate yet.
They are in the Fallen Lands.
You mean Fennel?
The Fallen Lands. Why would they be there?
Hey, finally, chapter 6, The Fallen Lands. It's the lands that fell. The Tales of the Abyss perils are ridiculous. Okay. Well, there's that thing. That's the place we came from. That's the... That looks a bit too much like Xenosaga. Like, now that... Like, you remember the town, like, the city in Xenosaga 3? Just imagine a slightly less decorated version of that. It's exactly where we are right now. Okay. Let the investigation begin. I don't know what might happen. Stay alert. Okay. Anyways. So, Groon's the third Crystal Ares user, and compared to Will and Norma, Groon doesn't have any buffs, debuffs, or healing areas. However, she makes up for that by having pretty strong offensive areas that mostly relate to sea and curse elements. Personally, I don't like having Groon in the party since you get sea curse weapons for every Ares user eventually. Fair enough. Though I remember using Groon and holy... Well, actually using her but just having her in the party and holy shit, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Groon does damage. I mean, she packs some punch. Enough for me to just want to keep her here. Her first thing is Bloody Howling. Like, Bloody Howling is one of the most powerful arts in Tales of History. Like, not history, but like, you know, like Tales of, like the Tales of Friends. Like, it's a very common thing to see in other games, but still, it's always very strong, and that's the very first thing she gets. I mean, fair enough, she's just joining very late into the party, so it's logical for her to be getting something like this, but still, it's ridiculous. Okay. Anyways, the Fallen Lands, starting location, the Quiet Lands. Yes, you also thought this was a place with stuff happening in it too. Okay, Groon, those you probably need to equip some stuff. Got a heavy vase with a certain presence about it. Detailed. Here, pretty ribbon. There. Okay, you can have the panic. Oh, okay. She looks like the last person who would panic in any situation. She don't need that. Hi, that's useful. You have that. And I suppose leather boots. Well, for now I'll just give you a Thiefscape, and then you can have actually no, let's give you the talisman. And then you can have something else later. Actually no, the talisman ain't that good. No, you can have Thiefscape. Okay. Okay, I don't think Bloody Howling was in Tales of Graces F, Celia 1, or Cisteria. I think it was in Celia 2 though, I'm pretty sure it was in Berseria. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think the Bloody Howling I remember the most is Tales of the Abysses Bloody Howling. Because it's just really cool in that game. And I think Tales of the Abyss was also the first Tales of game to let you redirect exactly where an area of effect magical, like magic spell art is gonna land. So stuff like Bloody Howling and what the fuck's the other one called? The other thing that Annis does. Negative Gate. Those are really useful to have in that game too. Whoa, hold on, what's with the mystery babe? Oh, this woman is just filled with mysteries. Just who is she? She's got a confusing baby, got careless singing. It's just actually, let's just make her the cover girl. I've never seen anyone that beautiful. Chloe, the serious Valens. Okay, yeah, let's just make her cover girl. We'll just run around the surf flow. That freaking running animation. Oh my god. That rivals Moses. Alright, anyways, go ahead and save here. I'm gonna try now, so I'm probably gonna be ending the stream pretty soon here. Because I don't want to get too deep into this particular plot of the story. No, this particular part of the story. Because we're pretty much gonna have to do this whole thing in one go. This entire section in one go. So I'll go ahead and show off what Grun is like. But otherwise, we're just gonna stick around. I guess that's how I'm supposed to feel about Grun then. I mean, she's far from the most beautiful woman in the world. Yeah, so she is supposed to be a Miss Fanservice. Okay, so Grun, she uses a vase. And, you know, just, you're not supposed to use her for this. You're supposed to do this with her. Okay. Okay, if we can actually do some damage to it, maybe it'll work out. Alright. Alright. Oh, that freaking body dance she does. God! I don't even guess! That's fucking nice. Hey, look at that thing. They spend their time with that animation, you can tell. Also, keep in mind, Grun doesn't have long hair. She has a veil that makes her look like she has long hair. Anyways. Okay, so Grun's animation, just imagine Shantae. Many years from when Shantae is like a teenager, maybe a young adult. Just imagine she becomes just a normal adult and it's taking life a lot easier. That's Grun's animations. Okay. Unfortunately, all the crystal areas look so wimpy compared to later versions in the farther tales. Well, okay. The freaking tales of special effects are getting a lot more ridiculous. And, you know, do get a lot more ridiculous. And this game in particular, again, had a low budget, so it's not quite as extreme. But like, hey, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition came out today. We can finally have Indignation here in the States. Like Rita Mordios Indignation. If you've seen Rita Mordios Indignation, that thing is beautiful. Oh my god. I need to go pick up my pre-order. Okay, anyways. I admittedly forgot that Tales of Series tends to be very mild with fan service compared to other games. Though Sheena felt like a big deal back in the day. Yeah, compared to other stuff, Sheena wasn't really much of a deal. And again, I always bring this up. Tales of fan service is mostly around the guys these days. Like, it's the Fuyoshis and the Yaoi fans that got the Tales of fan service on lockdown. Like, yeah, we get pretty girls, don't get me wrong, but it's the Fuyoshis that got this fan service community on lockdown, man. Every single popularity poll is like 90% male. I guarantee you. Okay. Oh yeah, I love Rita's version of Indignation. Will's Indignation is very lackluster. Yes, I'm sure we'll unlock it soon enough, and it's I mean, it does damage. Rita's Indignation, on the other hand, is a fucking monster of a thing. Okay, let me just open this treasure chest. Okay, fine, I will just eat an apple gel. Oh, you know, boom. Now we can carry an apple gel. Okay, there we go. Laphicet's Indignation from Berseria is a top-notch rival, though, to Rita's. Yeah, Laphicet's Indignation is pretty cool. I kind of like Rita's better, though. But Laphicet's is faster. So, in raw terms of usability, it's okay. Chloe, do me a solid here. Okay. Alright. How much DP does she use? Fair amount. Okay. Yo, help me out here. Jesus. Actually, what is that thing weak to? Ice. I don't have any ice on us, unfortunately. Okay. I'm gonna have to smack that thing around a little bit. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Not bad. They had a little fight in them.
An apple gel. This ain't in the game, in this part of the world, localized entirely within that treasure chest. Yeah, this game just keep giving you apple gels until the very last moment. Okay. Oh yeah, Grun uses an invincible vase as a weapon, by the way. Now think about weapons shops we're trying to advertise their strong vases for sale. Link's greatest nightmare, yep. Who would win? The hero of time himself? Or a strong vasey boy? Grun and Link would probably make for a very interesting interaction, but I feel like there's a Zelda character that behaves and maybe even looks like Grun. Like, I can definitely see Grun or a character like Grun in the Zelda universe. I'm not caught up with my Zelda lore, but yeah, anyways, I'm gonna check the shops now. Oh, that's right, we should probably do that. Anyway, we can still go up there, we just can't fight up there. Okay, let's go ahead and check the shops. Okay, we need to go up there first. Alright. Okay, so how do we get... Okay, we gotta get in from the front, because apparently you can't go over a slight barrier. I mean, not barrier, a fence. I won't deny, seeing this particular animation with Grun would be a delight to see in a Tales of Legendia remaster. I'm gonna need Bandai Namco to get on this freaking remaster ASAP. Now. It's the elevator really... The elevator really does look like something out of Xeno's Saga. Yeah, it does. That entire section down there just feels like we're playing like at the deleted level from Xeno's Saga 2 or something. Alright. Is this the item shop? Oh, that is just some random painter's house. Okay. There's Will's house. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and check out the shops, save, and then we'll call it a night. It's actually almost 1 AM already, Jesus. Alright. I need to check the equipment shop first and then the item shop. So, do we have any new weapons? Busy with my election campaign, so we don't have a lot of new items. Oh, not unfortunate. But do you have anything new? Nothing. Any? Okay, never mind. And this guy received shipment from new items. Okay, so this guy did get some new stuff. Okay, so we can get an upgrade for Moses. For Norma, on a witch's dress. And in the helmets department we can get upgrades for all of them over there. And all of them over here. Okay, so Grun is already wearing pretty high level armor from the get-go. The silk hat, only those guys can wear it. The witch's hat, however, can be worn by everyone, including Jake. If you thought Jake kind of looked like a girl, don't worry, the game agrees. What the hell was that? I saw the bottom part of the menu glitch out for a second. It was a pretty ribbon. Okay, so Grun doesn't need anything. She's already got the best equipment available right now. But let's go ahead and grab a witch's hat. And some mithril helms. And And what's the other thing I need? A witch's dress. Oh, and some mineral armor for Moses too. Okay. Yeah, the menu's glitching out. What the hell? There's a box in front of the carrying numbers. And a table in front of the guild. What the fuck is that supposed to happen? Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. Boom. Alright. Go. Let's go ahead and equip our people. You didn't get anything, Chloe. You got a middle helm. Stanley, you got a middle helm. Will, you got a... You didn't get anything, did you? No, you didn't get anything. Moses, you got a middle armor. And a middle helm. Jay, you didn't get anything, I don't think. And Norma, you got a witch's hat. And maybe a witch's dress too, yes. Okay. Was there some kind of female-only accessory in Final Fantasy VII that Cloud could equip? I might be wrong though. Maybe for the section where he has to dress up as a girl. I mean, that one has something to do with it. Just, by the way, that's probably the single thing I'm most excited to see in the Final Fantasy VII remake. I need to see what the hell they're gonna do with that, especially because and okay, here's a funny story. When I played Final Fantasy VII for the first time, fair enough, I wasn't paying too much attention to the story. I just wasn't paying too much attention to the game in general. I played it, now finished it, and I even used H.C. Bailey's guide to help me get like everything. So I was paying attention, but at the same time I wasn't paying any attention. It's weird. And mainly, I completely forgot how Cloud actually was in that game, like how his character behaved. And the reason I finally realized why that is because Cloud in the original Final Fantasy VII is very different from how Cloud is interpreted these days. Like, he was not this like extremely constantly super emo brooding edgelord of a character. No, Cloud had character in the original Final Fantasy VII. But I didn't get to. But I didn't play Final Fantasy VII as a kid, so that image of Cloud didn't get like inscribed into my mind. I kept thinking that Cloud was this, like, had always been this like extremely edgy, emo, brooding man that had become like the common popular image for him. So I kept trying to put that character into the original Final Fantasy VII Cloud, and this image just kind of clashed with itself. So that's why Cloud is kind of covered in a cloud for me from the original Final Fantasy, because I just can't remember what that character was actually like because of what he actually was like, clashing with what I thought he was supposed to be like. So I'm very excited to see if the Final Fantasy remake gets actually finished someday. I want to see how they're going to handle Cloud. How are they going to handle the famous "All right, everybody, let's mosey"? He said that. I remember he said that. Okay. Anyways, let's see. Actually, I could have bought the witch's hat on Jay. Fair enough. But or the Silk hat too. It is full surprise, Cloud. Can we blame some of Cloud's character derailment on Kingdom Hearts? Maybe. I think Kingdom Hearts was the first popular example of Cloud's edgelord character derailment. It wouldn't be the last one, but it would be, or maybe even the first one, but it would be the first popular one. Okay, I partially disagree. Cloud does have character, but he gets most of that from Zack from Crisis Core, and he kind of loses his mind when learning his role with Dr. Hojo and Sephiroth. Yeah, But again, I'm very interested to see how Cloud's gonna turn out in the Final Fantasy remake. The Final Fantasy VII remake is never coming out. Well, I don't want to agree with you, but god damn, it really feels like that. They don't expect. I think the last I heard of it is that it was getting some really rocky development and probably wouldn't be done until like 2023 or some crazy number, which is like, then why announce it like 7 years before? Just give us a trailer when like you can confirm this game is coming out within a year. I don't need this like super detailed CG trailer with actual gameplay on it if I'm not gonna get to play this shit until like halfway through the next generation of gaming. I don't need that kind of shit in my life, Square Enix. Alright. Anyways, what I was looking for? Oh yeah, accessories. Why need another moon crystal? I'm okay. Alright. I'm interested in it if they'll show Cloud beating up Aerith while he's possessed. I actually gasped when you said that. Well, you can see Cloud beating up Tifa if you play the city of Final Fantasy. But that's a fighting game, so you know you're supposed to see that happening. Aerith is not a playable character in the Dissidia games, but she is an assist character that you can grab. Almost so interested to see the freaking Cloud in a wheelchair in the Final Fantasy VII remake. There's a lot of things I'm interested to see from the Final Fantasy VII remake. It's not my priority excitement game, but you know, you got to see Cloud beating up Princess Peach. I can see that every single day, and the vice versa. And I can do it myself, and I can do Princess Daisy too, and Princess Zelda, and Isabelle, the real princess around here. Okay, anyways. So, did you finally open? We're almost... What the fuck do you mean? Oh my god. Does this only happen like at the end of the game? Or like in the character chapters? Because I feel like they should have opened by now. Well, it's just a crafting shop system. Whatever. Let's see. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake would be interesting, and that would be interesting if we finally get to see it eventually, but probably won't. Like, I'm actually more legitimately expecting an announcement. Okay, I should probably heal first and then save. But yeah, I'm expecting an announcement of Final Fantasy VII Remake's cancellation. More than I'm expecting more news on it. Then again, it's such a big project that I'm not sure if they can just cancel that. Like, can they just casually say, "Oh, we're not doing this anymore," and not expect the absolute biggest shitstorm in history? That would leave like a bad mark on Square Enix's record. Like they would have to try really hard to win back a lot of fans if they did that. I think the customization shop opens at the start of the character quest, and no, it's not just a crafting system. The ultimate weapons, armor, and accessories are made there, with mostly side quest related items and really hard to find shop bought items. Oh, okay, it's a bit deeper than that. Okay, maybe it'll be another Duke Nukem Forever situation. I really don't want it to be, but it might. It's got the Kingdom Hearts fighting system, like combat system, which I like. I like that it's doing that. I feel like that. I definitely also want to see that system applied to some of the other characters. Like, I'm very interested. I don't want to just play as Cloud. Like, I'm sure Cloud will be fun to play, but I want to do that battle system with Tifa. Tifa would be a really fun character to play as in in the Kingdom Hearts combat system. I want to see what freaking Sid's got. He's got a spear. He's cool. I want to see how he works. Yuffie would be really fun to do. I think that's one of the main things Kingdom Hearts is really lacking, just in general. Kingdom Hearts has a really cool combat system, but it doesn't have enough characters. Like the usual general Kingdom Hearts game does not have enough characters to make that make use of that combat system. And okay, the newer games do kind of do it. Like Dream Drop Distance had Sora and Riku. I don't know how far Barrett's gun range would be. They'd definitely have to balance that. But anyways, yeah. Dream Drop Distance has Sora and Riku. Bird by Sleep has Ventus, Aqua, and Terra. So they do have Kingdom Hearts games that have multiple playable characters. But I need that to be like a standard, and I need more. I'm actually gonna be kind of disappointed if Kingdom Hearts 3 only has Sora ever as a playable character. Like obviously Riku would be a fine choice, but apparently Aqua's gonna be important too. I want to see if she's playable. Kairi. Some people have speculated that Kairi will be a playable character in Kingdom Hearts 3 because she's a full-fledged Keyblade bearer now. So I'd be kind of interested to see how that works. And even better, we know the Keyblades can transform into a bunch of different things. Can we have one of them use a Keyblade in a different way than a blade? Like a key spear, a key gun, just something that's just to spice it up a little bit. But anyways, I guess we'll know in a couple weeks. Remember, Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out like in 3 weeks or something like that. Resident Evil 2 is coming out in like 2 weeks. These games are happening, man, all at once. It's too much. Okay. You also got to play as every you also got to play as every organization member: Sora, Donald, Goofy, Riku, and Mickey in 358 by days and a half in multiplayer mode. Oh, that's right. That game gave you a lot of options. Look, that's definitely one thing that game has going for it, even if a lot of people didn't like that one. How would you react if Will Smith was the voice of the genie in Kingdom Hearts 3? Trying to think. I mean, if he makes it work, it's fine. Also, for a second, I forgot who Will Smith was, and I just like confused it with John Smith, and I thought you were just referring to like just some random person called John Smith, and I was like, what if random person called John Smith voiced Genie in Kingdom Hearts 3? I was like, okay, wait, hold on, what? No, Will Smith. Okay, I mean, if it does a good job, fair enough, but I don't know if it is. They probably already recorded the lines. And I'm sure it'll be someone that will do a good job. Not Rowan Williams, unfortunately. I don't think he had pre-recorded lines from that far back. But find out soon enough. Since you mentioned you're getting Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, will you be doing a one-off stream of that soon? I will do a full playthrough of Tales of Vesperia someday. I won't do a one-off stream soon. I will do a full playthrough. Because I mentioned it, I had my favorite Tales of game, probably my favorite game of all time, period. Okay. Anyways. You do know Will Smith has been the cast as the genie in the new Aladdin movie. Or well, the live-action remake, whatever. I didn't know that. Now I know. I don't keep up with the Disney news. I know there's a Lion King remake coming out this year, and it's live action, but not really because it's a bunch of CG animals. So really, it's an animated film with just hyper-realistic graphics, not live action. Unless they get actual real lions to act, which is at that point it's just cheaper to do super high detail CG. you're not getting lions to read the script, man. Okay. Oh yeah, I totally forgot that you said you streamed that game's playthrough on your way to Celia 1. Yeah, but it's just like any Tales of games that I would be willing to do a one-off stream of would be like Tales of Innocence, because I've got the Vita version that's like in Japanese, but it's there. Maybe I would be willing to like just show that off to see if the gameplay is fun enough to play it even though you won't understand it. And then, as opposed to playing the DS version, which does have a fan translation, but it's the DS version. Why nobody likes that one? Tales of the Tempest is like atrociously bad. I'd be willing to do a one-off stream just to see how bad it is. What else? Tales of... There's like a Tales of turn-based game on 3DS. Or something. I'd like to see what the hell that's all about. Tales of Questoria is coming out this year. I guess I'd be willing to check that. But that's an Android game, though. I don't know how the hell they're going to record that. Jeez. Okay, sorry if I've had this before. Will you ever stream Fantasia? Probably not, I'm gonna be honest. I think with Tales of, I started on Symphonia, and I'm gonna try not to go back unless we get Tales of Destiny remake in English. That's probably not gonna happen, but that's the only way I'd be willing to go back, quote unquote. Okay. What do you think you'll get back to Grace's F, by the way? You haven't fully decided you stream a playthrough of that before Celia, since that did come earlier. I don't know, man. It's weird. I'll have to look in. I'll probably just have to get through every single game that I want to trade in, that I'm not very confident of. Like, I basically want to play all of the games that I know I won't enjoy as much, so that I can get through all of the games that I know I will enjoy. Just boom, like that, and non-stop. Alright. Anyways, what am I doing here? I did save, right? Okay, yeah, I say we're good now. Anyways, I don't know, maybe during the stream break you'll be having, yeah, maybe I'll have to think about what to do during that stream break. Because I'm thinking it's not gonna be nearly as long as it's turning out to be in my head. Oh, Grun doesn't have a last name, I just realized that. I mean, fair enough, we don't know shit about her. It makes sense she wouldn't even have... I don't think that's even her real name. It's probably like something much more magical sounding. I don't know. She's not a fairiness. She's definitely not a fairiness. But she's probably a person. Okay, those Grace's F. Not long. Do you know there are 3 campaigns? Wait, what? I mean, I know there's the children arc, and then it becomes the adult arc. Is that 2 separate campaigns, or are you talking like... Are you talking... Wait, hold on. Am I missing something here? Am I missing some context here? It's just not nearly as graceful as I thought it would be. Oh boy. You know what? No, actually, don't tell me. I'll find out on my own and then get scared on stream or something. Alright, anyways, we got to see room for those. Yes, childhood arc, adult arc, and then future arc. Okay. Okay. I consider that three sections of one campaign, not 3 separate campaigns. That's me. That's just me, but still, yeah. Alright, anyways. Whatever, it's too late now. We've been rambling for long enough. We have some fun rambling, but we got exactly 3 hours on stream now. So, join us, guys. Join us tomorrow. Should proceed here with Tales of Legendia. I'm gonna try to get that entire Fallen Kingdom chapter just done in one go tomorrow, because that's kind of how it's meant to be done anyways. And join us on Sunday as we continue Scalar. We've got 2 more streams of Scalar. Like I know we have 2 more streams of Scalar. So this Friday, next Friday, no, this Sunday, next Sunday, and then the Sunday after that is just gonna be Tales of Legendia until we are done with Tales of Legendia. Alright, thanks for the stream. It was fun. Yeah, thanks you for joining us. It was fun too. Thanks Akelaz for joining us towards the end, but still, you joined. It's been fun. Hope I can be here tomorrow too, but I'm not sure yet. Well, if you can make it, you're welcome to chat with us as you always do. If not, well, I wish you luck in that work or whatever it is that you may be doing. And yeah, so, well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been all for today. And so here says goodbye. Holo Play 45.